scientists and medical researchers to investigate the scientific origins of the novel coronavirus. As misinformation about the outbreak spreads online, the White House on Thursday asked U.S. the Director of the White House's Office of Science and Technology Policy, OSTP, in a letter to the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine, requested that scientific experts rapidly look into the origins of the virus in order to address both the current spread and to inform future outbreak preparation and better understand animal, human, and environmental transmission aspects of coronaviruses. The National Academies consists of private, non-profit institutions charged with providing scientific support to the federal government. This handout photo released by the U.S. Marine Corps shows evacuees from China arriving at Marine Corps Station Murmur in San Diego, California, on Feb. This handout photo released by the U.S. 2020 Marine Corps shows evacuees from China arriving at Marine Corps Station Murmur in San Diego, California, on Feb. 2020. Ryson took U.S. Marine Corps AFP via Getty Images. The director of the OSTP, Kelvin Jamil, wrote in the letter to the president of the National Academy of Sciences, Marshall M. Sinat, that a widely disputed paper on the origins subsequently withdrawn had shown the urgency for accurate information about the genesis of the outbreak. He called for a meeting of experts, particularly world-class geneticists, coronavirus experts, and evolutionary biologists. In response, the presidents of the academies shared in a letter a synopsis of their research so far, calling the requests timely given the declaration of a public health emergency and potential for misinformation to confound the response. The move comes as governments and social media companies fight the spread of misinformation about the virus, which since it was first detected in December has infected more than 28,000 people and killed more than 5,000. Almost entirely in China. In the United States, 12 confirmed cases have been reported in Wisconsin, California, Washington, Arizona, Massachusetts, and Illinois. The World Health Organization has declared the outbreak a global health emergency. More coronavirus deaths top 5,000 as cases exceed 28,000. The U.S. has evacuated Americans from the Chinese city of Wuhan, the outbreak's epicenter, and imposed strict entry restrictions on travelers who have recently spent time in China. A coronavirus task force led by Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar met with President Donald Trump on Thursday, according to the White House, which said the president has been receiving daily updates. The OSTP also supports providing wider access to scientific studies on the coronavirus. Medical staff transfer a patient of a highly suspected case of a new coronavirus at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Hong Kong. Jan. 22, 2020. Medical staff transfer a patient of a highly suspected case of a new coronavirus at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Hong Kong. Jan. CNS photo via Reuters. ABC News Chief Medical Correspondent DRRR 2020. Jennifer Ashton asked the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease about concerns that stem from misinformation online that the novel coronavirus could have been engineered or deliberately released. And one of the things that people are doing right now is very carefully looking at sequences to see if there's even any possibility, much less likelihood, that that's going on. Anthony Fauci said. There's always that concern, so people are looking at it. But right now, the focus is on what are we going to do about what we have. The Washington Post reported that some U.S. and EU could ultimately determine that DR senators have been frustrated with the lack of information provided by the federal government to the states they represent. More 12th coronavirus case confirmed in the U.S. on Thursday. Azar said in a speech at his agency's headquarters that he was proud of the work by the department's staff, including the quick development of a test for local authorities to confirm cases. There are still many unanswered questions about the virus, which your colleagues are working hard to resolve, he said. But everybody here should be proud to be part of a department and healthcare system that is capable of mounting the rapid and science-driven responses that we've seen. 文章来源 https://appnews.go.com Politics White House asks scientists investigate origins coronavirus. Story ID 68807304